Well, hello there, boys and girls, and welcome to Infinite Flight. So, not World of Tanks Blitz this time, but Infinite Flight. So, yeah, if you guys are wondering, this is actually a mobile-to-play flight simulator. It's available on iOS, Android, all the mobile games. And you saw I'm flying live at the moment. You saw the Airbus A380 Air France one. You just taxi behind me. So yeah, and I just bought this one because this is actually an aircraft from the nation where I come from the Royal Netherlands Air Force, and this plane actually exists. So yeah, and I like big aircraft. So I'm actually, yeah, if you guys didn't know, I'm actually an airplane freak, much more than tanks. So that's why I'm here right now, and I've played this game for a while. Or game, it's not actually a game, it's a flight simulator. So let's bring up the map. Yeah, that's the ocean. We are actually on KLAX or LAX in the Southern California region. So that's near San Francisco, if I'm correct. And we are going on a flight towards Edwards Air Force Base to yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna fly there. Yeah, that's the whole Southern California region. They actually are planning to go global, but for now you can only fly regions. But yeah, all the little aircraft you see over there are real people, and the white one is me actually. I'm parked up over here on the ramp actually. So I'm gonna select a flight plan. So I'm actually gonna take off or request the tower that I want to take off, runway 06 right. Don't know if I'm gonna get it yet, but I'm gonna pursue anyway. Because I want to go there. I want to go from 06 right because we're going north actually. So, and I'm just, yeah, there we go. We go all the way up north. KEDW actually. So that's Edwards Air Force Base. So just putting in skyway points, as they are called, or waypoints, because I want to get a decent approach time, because I usually go up high and then I come down way too late. I overshoot the airport or I crash or whatever, so, and that's gonna cost you points. So yeah, so we're taking a long way around actually. So yeah, just selecting waypoints, and there we go. Runway 04 right is the requested runway. You're gonna see that later. Yeah, there's a waypoint just beside it, but that will do. And there's a waypoint on the end of it. So this is actually, yeah, this is actually my flight plan for now. So let's go back to the aircraft. Let's close the ramp. Here it goes, because I guess we loaded up. I can open it actually in flight, as you saw in the intro already, but I'll show you some more during the flight. So let's close the door, because we can't go flying or taking off with the door open, right? So we need it closed. So we actually yeah, we're going for Los Angeles ground, and I'm going to request taxi to a specific runway, and that's going to be 06 right. So here we go. And my call sign is up there, Death01. That's actually the call sign that the B-2s, the bomber, stealthy bomber aircraft from the U.S. Air Force, they use this, yeah, call sign, Death01, Death02. So, and we are cleared to taxi to the runway 06 right. So I'm a happy little flyboy over here. So let's put on a little bit of power to the engines. I should actually push back here, so yeah. Now I'm checking for direction. You have to go right. I'm checking for direction. So let's put on some power, and this thing actually doesn't move that fast, so I have to put up quite some power. Actually, before it starts moving, I have to turn right, because yeah, as you can see, the buildings aren't yet in there, so they yeah, as they are saying, you know, the ground isn't that important yet. The darker space over here, actually to my left here, is actually a building, so I want to go left. This is a taxiway over here, so, and I just overspeed too much over here. That's noob pilot. Yeah, but that only happens once, so I'll already get a taxi speed warning. So maximum 35 knots are allowed on the ground taxiway. So yeah, and everything costs you points. This was the first warning. After this you're gonna get points, right? So just slowing down a bit, and yeah, we're taxiing towards the runway. So from inside the cockpit it's much more easier to taxi in a straight line, so I just hop back into the cockpit. I will walk around to the cockpit later in the flight. So but for now we're gonna watch this, and yeah, but what I was actually saying is that the developers point their attention first to make the aircraft look beautiful, and after that, maybe, you know, if mobile devices can carry it in the future, they're gonna add buildings, because yeah, so there's no buildings yet, as you can see. So but yeah, if it doesn't matter to you, they actually a couple of months ago they added these lines on the ground, so it's much easier to follow them actually. So yeah, so yeah, and I actually speeded this a bit up, because yeah, it takes a while. We have to get all the way to the back over there. So and you see all the time, because if you're an air traffic controller in here, you are just, yeah, you're going crazy. I did it a couple of times, but you just go crazy. People spam, you know, the tower, and they don't listen to you. So yep, they do whatever they want. So yeah, you know. And this is actually a training server. I'm not third grade yet, so I'm actually second grade. Once I get to third grade, you will only play with professional players, actually. So that's gonna be a lot nicer, I guess, because you get a lot easier, you know. You get you know, penalized a lot easier if you don't do what they say. So I've come to a hold short, and I actually, yeah, I'm gonna request a frequency change, and then I want to switch to the tower, because the ground actually just ignores me. So that's what happens to Yet, you know. They have to actually, you know, they should put people in there who just know what they're doing, right? So, and now I just get a Unicum, because the tower just decided to abandon, so I'll just leave. So I get Unicum. I just tell everyone, you know, I'm going airborne. I think, you know, once the game, you know, goes further and further, and more professional players jump in, then you get more, yeah, you get more decent stuff. They actually host events too every month, you know, with specific aircraft, or, you know, or fly-ins as they use them, as they call them. So yeah, it's great stuff. So let's roll on to the runway. There's actually somebody else saying, that's why I'm checking. Somebody else is saying they're gonna take off on my runway as well, so I'm just checking, like, what? There's nobody here, so yeah. That's like, yeah, I don't know why, you know. but I see nobody's here, so let's roll on to the runway anyway, and let's put on the power. Here we go. I've not reached the center yet, but I'm lazy. Yeah, so get there in a sec. So I've put on 75% and we're going up towards the 100% because we need speed to get this heavy shit in the air. This heavy plane, sorry, not heavy shit. This heavy plane. So and we actually when we do reach 130, 140 knots, yeah, I start pulling back on the stick, and here it goes. So we are airborne. So let's gear up. I'll immediately, you know, put the heading in the right direction, so the aircraft in fact flies where I want it to go, and it does. So the rest is, you know, I'll just so with that, you know, automatic pilot has engaged as well, so I will just stay in a steady climb. We're actually climbing pretty fast over here. Yeah, it's a military plane, so we have to fly a heading of 31 degrees or 35 degrees, I don't know. Yeah, just, you know, somewhere in that direction. So we had left, and we already get our next waypoint. So the speed is actually, yeah, I've set it up to 218 knots actually, and I want to climb to an altitude of 14,000 feet. So now, and we're gonna climb in a climb rate of 4,374 feet. It actually says it's gonna do a steady climb then. So that's, you know, once you select an altitude. So oh, hold on, this is the first time we're looking on the outside of our aircraft while we are flying. It's actually a pretty steep climb, but it performs. So yeah, it just keeps going. So another change in direction. We're turning left again, and I actually wanna switch off, because that's what they have to change as well. You know, you have to be able to switch to, you know, another you know, another frequency, you know, because it gets busy. So I actually switched it off, and now we're gonna look at the interior of the aircraft. Ramp 2, actually, ramp number 1. Yeah, there we go. There's the ramp, and we are gonna we're gonna open it. Actually, because we can do that in flight. There we go. So that's great, right? You can fully open it as well, but yeah, it looks great. You know, it's this is the first aircraft that can do it actually. So yeah, look, I got the ramp open. Yep, there we go. Yep, there we go. So it's pretty neat that we can do that. Actually, we can open it fully too, but I'm not about to do that here. So there's our aircraft. Yeah, the Royal Netherlands Air Force, a C-130H is G988. I actually got pictures of her at home. So yeah, closing the ramp again. But I've seen this aircraft in real life. So yeah, they actually they are the workhorse and the backbone of the Royal Netherlands Air Force. So we can also open these side doors. Yeah, you see, once you're up in the air, yeah, you can't tell if that is, you know, computer generated or whatever, you know. It looks great actually. So yeah, if you look further away, it's gonna, yeah, it's iffy, but yeah, if you look closer, you know, there's another door over there, and we are going back to the front again. Yeah, go back scenic, and yeah, so I hope you guys like that. You know, it's pretty awesome to me actually. So yeah, I love flying. I just, everything that flies, you know, this is actually my hobby. You know, we go to air shows every year. You know, all across Europe. We go to spotter days. You know, because yeah, we are military aviation spotters. So we go there. You know, and then you know to have a simulator like this. You know, where you can fly aircraft. You just yeah, it's like it's crazy stuff. So let's do a walk around in the cockpit. There's my co-pilot who doesn't say a damn thing and has his hands off the stick, so I don't know what he does, but he's just sitting there saying nothing, not moving, nothing. So yeah. So let's switch to the top. None of these buttons can be pushed, so but they're all in here. It's pretty yeah, how do you say it? It's pretty detailed. That's what I wanted, detailed. So if any of you is a real life pilot, you know, you can always tell if yeah, if this is the real stuff, you know, because I'm not a pilot. So yeah, but yeah, it's it looks great actually, so yep, I like it. There's another panel down there, or a couple of panels actually, with buttons and stuff. You can't use all of them, or you can't use any of them, you know. But as you can see, you know, glass cockpit, as they call it, glass cockpit. Yeah, so yeah, it looks the real deal. So yeah, just it looks great, right? So and yeah, as you can see, we I actually edited this video a bit because yeah, you guys are not interested in the rest, so we're just gonna fly to this waypoint again, this air waypoint, and we have to yeah switch to direction again, 053 degrees. So we are gonna do that, and then yeah, let's put the airplane in a turn actually, because we have to go right again, and then we come up online to Edwards Air Force Base. It's still a long flight, but yeah, not for you guys because yeah, we're editing. This was actually the whole flight took me about 45 minutes, so yeah, we're not making that video this long. See, yeah, we are here, and but we're editing all this stuff, so don't worry. You don't have to sit with me for the entire ride. But I just wanna, you know, I just wanna collect as many flight hours as I can to yeah. And you see there, you got SoCal. It's that's like for the major airports. You can contact them. They talk to you. Usually there's players in there who actually know what they're doing. But yeah, you know, I'm looking for Edwards actually over here to contact Edwards, but it's not here yet. So Whitman Air Force Base is. That's where the B2s are actually stationed. You know, the B2s that I was talking about earlier. Whitman Air Force Base. B2 bombers are stationed there, so yep, that's kind of neat. So and now we can switch the GPS to runway 04 right Edwards. That's what I wanted. That's where I wanted to go. So and that's where we're going, runway 04 right. So we actually switched again a little bit because yeah. And now you can see it's at 45 degrees, 17.5 nautical miles. So I'm gonna switch that and to 045. I'm actually deviating a bit from my flight plan, but yeah, this gives me a much nicer approach right now to what we're doing. So yeah, and now we can actually contact Edwards Air Force Base. So I'm reporting to them that I wanna come in for a straight landing at runway 04 right. So and that's where we're going. So let's switch over to the landing. Here we go. This is the final part of the landing, you know, and this is, yeah, the GPS put me a little bit off my guard, so I actually had to correct that. But yeah, here we go. This is the right one. So you can see me in the top left. You can see me landing. This is actually the replay function. It doesn't come with every flight, but it did with this one. So I don't know why. Don't ask me. But yeah, we are going to land anyway. Here we go. It actually became 04 left, but yeah, boom, and there we are. So, and then we slow the aircraft down to full stop, actually. So yep, and here we are, and yeah, we actually have to put on the brakes again because it just kept rolling, and there we have stopped. So we have landed on Edwards Air Force Base. So yeah, it's been a great flight, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So the last thing I want to show you is the results screen that I actually have, and yeah, it's actually gone up to 7,781, I guess 782. But yeah, it's been a great fun flight, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So I will see you for this on the next one. Bye bye.